Good morning, friends. We are once again in the NASCAR Class C truck, and also once again at the Auto Club Speedway Oval, which, as we can see, appears to be related to the southern branch of the Automobile Association of America, AAA, the people that we used to give money to every year. Or whatever. Anyway, they seem to be a very lovely organization, particularly if they use some of the money they got to make a cool racetrack. So they're presumably race bros.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
I will reconsider the value of a AAA membership in the future, now that I understand that part of that money goes towards making cool shit like this happen. I wish there was somebody on a local level that was like that. Some rich dude that was like, I'm thinking of building a amusement fun park for motorheads, and so I'm willing to foot most of the bill, but you want to be a part of this? That would be fucking amazing. Get like a bunch of people in, like 100 people together, get a bunch of money together and do something right. Meanwhile, I'm daydreaming on like the foggiest day I've ever seen in iRacing, which is kind of weird. I didn't know iRacing did fog, but then again, I don't know much. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a USF race in the couple seasons of that I did that were in the fog like this. This is kind of a cool effect. It flattens everything. I kind of prefer going into the big turn in the fog than in the bright sun. Although the bright sun set, like the orangey glow thing, sure is pretty. Ooh, yeah. So, I was watching a video, and in that video
43.97.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Not yet, sir, please.
Inside. Clear inside. .893. We've got good fuel data.
We've got good fuel dapper? Or is he saying driver? In some... Jesus. So, it's funny, the muscles that this works are different. I'm using my upper abdominals a lot. And like...
42.3.
Okay. You didn't need
slow car down low.
to crash like that, dude. Make sure my vaporizer, my adult wet nurse, is available. So I did pretty decent lap times, 42.34. I'm happy with that. I mean, I know that 41s are where you need to be, but I'm not top split, and nor will I be for some conceivably long period of time. But I am learning. Yeah, anyway, in this video, this guy was tuning the truck, and he was talking about tight and loose. And loose is fairly obvious to me. Loose is, say you're coming off the turn and you start losing the back end, right? The car is loose. It becomes light, and your grip is rapidly declining, if not gone. All right, so that's loose. But the tight, I don't quite understand. In that, the way I understand it, being tight would mean difficult to rotate, right? Tons of grip, lockdown, everything else. And the reason why I don't understand his definition of tight is because that's kind of how I understand what tight to mean. In the context of tuning the car, he said the car is too tight and it's going to just get worse as it goes along, meaning the car will get tighter, which doesn't intuitively make sense to me, right? You can't make a car tighter in my understanding of it, right? Yes, you could make a car tighter, but the act of driving the car would wear the tires, which would then change the dynamics of that tightness, and that tightness would in fact become looser over time. All right, so there's clearly a misunderstanding in my part of what this guy means. And that, to me, I would like to understand, because in oval, there might be a different language. Probably not. It's probably just me misunderstanding something fundamental. But I'd like to get that cleared up. I guess I could just ask a question in the YouTube comment section. Hey, can you explain? No, that was good fun.
Practice is over. Head on in.
All right, practice is over. Head on in. Let's go qualify. All right, let me check something real quick. Yeah. All right, I'm going to turn my fan on because I'm going to get sweaty eventually if I don't. All right. That ought to help. All right. Yeah, the video I watched, the guy just went straight up the wall to start his qualifying lap. His course, which is black flag and unsafe pit exit, but it doesn't seem to matter. I mean, I guess it's one of those. You have 3 laps, and you have to do it within 3 laps, but yet you're only going to drive 2 laps. So I guess it makes a few extra miles an hour, or maybe an extra mile an hour or 2 doing that, and that probably makes a whole lot of sense. Because your second lap is really going to be a flyer if your first lap is a good one. You can start your first lap faster.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Such a weird version of motorsport, this big oval stuff. It's like power sledding. It's awesome. I mean, it's very unusual, but it's a lot of fun. This idea of accelerating into a turn like this is just bonkers to me. But it's so cool. Oh, golly. It's like being a marble in a marble game.
One more lap. 42.37.
Delay, delay, delay. Now go. Now give it all. You seem to be rewarded for a slight delay on full power. Boom. 42.3. Not bad.
There's the flag. It's over.
I want to check to see if my crew chief buddies are on. They're very useful. Claire and Jim, I think it is. Dave and Claire. So you can change your spotter, it would appear, but not your main dude. And now I have the English-sounding Claire. Or what to an American sounds English, I guess. Could be some other part of the UK. She definitely didn't sound Irish to me. Which probably rules out. Anyway, we have a cool assortment. You can even, if you're, I noticed that I could have a French guy. I listened to him once or twice. I guess they must have spotters in every language. Crew Chief really is a great program. And I actually should put my money where my mouth is and go donate $20 to them or whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish. It is a lovely program. There's all these things that I've never quite understood with iRacing. Like, so for example, Crew Chief does not seem to be like optional. It seems to be an absolute necessity. Why is it that iRacing, who is probably so utterly rich by now? I mean, God, the pandemic has been the greatest thing to happen to iRacing in a perverse, disgusting way, but nonetheless, it is what it is, folks. I mean, wouldn't it make sense for, like, iRacing to incorporate that just, like, into the game? Like, just buy it. Put it in the game. Make it work. Like, wouldn't you think, like... I mean, like, what else? Like, something like trading paints. You know, that's not optional either. I mean, I don't know of too many apps. Like, I've tried some of the overlay stuff, and that's all really cool, but I don't have really the patience for it. There's some things that are so basic. Or, like, not basic, but just important to the game, I think. You can kind of tell, like, who doesn't have Crew Chief on. You know, sometimes when you're watching a replay and somebody does something that's really dumb, but it's not like it's dumb. It's just because they didn't have a spotter saying, you know, hey, somebody's, you know, on your inside, on your inside, on your inside. So I could totally see people unintentionally sideswiping each other because they just kind of lost track of where people were in space and time. This is fun, intense stuff. I mean, it feels... I'm still at the stage in this where it's intense, you know? This is, what, my 4th, 5th race? Or maybe 6th race, I'm not even sure. But anyway, to me, this still has not exactly sensation of speed stuff going on, because the speeds aren't really all that high. I mean, you know, I think we're hitting the corners at 177, 178, or at least I am, you know, and that's a good lap. So it's not the speed exactly, it's,
there are 3
you know, the
additional
different
sets of tires during this race.
Thing
Have a
going
good race.
on in terms of flow, and you know, it's speed all of the time as opposed to sprint racing, which, you know, part of the deal in sprint racing is of course braking and how you brake and when you brake, you know, matters and is also variable. But it's not like you're not braking here. I mean, sure, you could use brake to rotate the car. It's, instead of braking, it's rotational periods. And like, how do you express that rotation? Is it, whoa, come on, guys.
One to go. Next time by, you'll be lining up on the
It was
inside.
strange. Somebody's
Closed.
cat
Pit
must
road
have
is
jumped on
closed.
their headset
Catch
or
up
something.
3 car.
I bet you there's been more than one iRace torpedoed by somebody's cat or dog. I don't know, which is more likely, cat or dog? The dog would just derp his way into the room. The cat would, over a series of weeks, carefully nibble away at your power cord and cause permanent and lasting damage. Both wonderful animals in their own way, but both have their drawbacks. We had cats all my life, and they've all been great.
Catcher 3, car.
They've all been
About to go
semi,
green, stay focused.
the indoor-outdoor cats that ultimately
The pace car
migrated
is
to
off. Be
indoor
ready.
as they got older.
Green, green, green.
All right, let's go racing. Start from the back and have some fun. Ooh! That was awesome. I don't know if it was fast, but that felt great. That one feels good too.
That's 54.993.
In fact, I don't even know if my crew chief bros are on. I got so distracted, babbling away.
.659. Slow car down low. .263. .401. Inside. Stay high. 42.451. Clear. 42.256. .365.
Kind of screwed up that turn.
.783. .703. .543. .516. .655.
I think green car got ahead of white car finally. I may, if I don't be stupid, I can stay in the hunt of white car and not be dead last. But either way, I'm having a rather pleasant drive.
43. 43.175.
That takes those revs a little low, I should say. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's a little looser, but that's a lot faster. Oof. I guess the point is the really guys who are really fast are driving it where it's just on the edge of loose the whole time, probably. I mean, we all are to a certain extent, but like efficiently just on the edge of loose without having a scrub and shit like that. That's what I meant.
Go high. .892. .289.
I'm happy playing follow the leader for a while if you'd like, sir. Just don't do anything rash.
.5.
That turned much better than me, sir. You're loose. Take it easy, bud, but you're loose. So I'm gonna have to trust you here.
43.31.
I'm not putting 100% trust in. He's heading to the wall. Yep.
Car outside.
Dumbass.
Keep low. Outside is clear. .517.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a dumbass, sir. You just scared me. You're not a dumbass. You were struggling with fading tires, I understand. My apologies for bursting out inappropriately. I am sincere about that, by the way. I mean, that was stupid of me. So I apologize. It was not my intent to hurt your feelings. I was merely venting some alarm.
43.129.
Alright, so we're now officially up in the 43s, which is either a combination of bad driving, like this, or my tires being shot to hell. Since I don't have crew chief on, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Or at least I don't think I have crew chief on. Feels like we should be halfway there. Unless I'm in some big ass long race I didn't know about. Like, I was in a 60 lap race yesterday, and then a 30 lap race this morning. So it's kind of, I guess, if you're not paying attention on the calendar.
43.279. .211.
I think that was a pretty good compromise right there. I kind of like that one. I don't know if that was fast, but it felt good and it felt different.
.217. .4.
Alright, so it's asking too much of the fronts on exit. So what do I need to do? How do I make that? Is it faster to do that? Back it up. Hello?
.89. .316.
It seems one is better off if one makes a mistake like that, owning it and using that deceleration at least wisely.
43.726.
My tires are really kind of tired. I have no idea how many laps I'm on or anything because I don't have any windows open for anything and I don't really care. But strategically I have no clue if I should be pulling in right now. Probably. But again, like, yellow flag is bound to happen, I think. Some point in that
43.515. .596. You're in the top 10. Coming up on halfway here.
So I guess this is a long
43.548. .688. The leader's bidding now. Outside. Still there, hold your line. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Still hold. Right side, 2 wide. Clear.
I can get some draft off these guys.
43.589.
Ooh, I seem to have found a nice little happy line there. Rotate the car a lot. That was not good. Oh, but it set the car down the straight. Just naturally opened itself up.
43.268. You're in 5th. .816. You're in 4th position. The lead is fitting now. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. You're back in 5th. We're done. Get going.
All right, pit safely.
The lead is fitting now.
It's getting a little loose. Let's go, go, go. All right. Fresh tires. About it.
One minute 18.476. Car inside. Stay high. Clear.
A little looser than I'd like. And still loose. So I don't like that line.
42.781. Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear up top. Inside. Still there. Clear inside. .807. Car outside. Clear. .41. 42.541. 20 more laps.
A brief moment of imbalance, looseness, whatever in there. But I was able to reel it in. I'm trying to run a little bit closer to the edge of grip in an attempt to be more on it speed-wise, so I'm pushing a little harder in some areas.
42.582.
Delay it. If I can always remember to delay and then put down at the right time, it always seems to work out. Even though you're later on power, the power comes sort of when it's receptive to it, as opposed to when a lot of it is being sent in an unuseful direction. Anyway, maybe it's just me. I shut my hands.
43.092.
That feels nice and balanced right there. Don't understand what's going on over here. Why does he run down into the corner so narrow?
42.652.
Oh, pretty good. I should be getting a little tow from him now.
42.715.
Wow, what's going on, dude? This guy's vulnerable. He's nervous, or he's completely off his tires. I don't know why, because he came cruising by me like no one's business. He was driving very well a second ago. And then I've been observing him driving really oddly into the turns. And just sort of smashed into the wall for no good reason, going halfway down the straight.
.738.
Again, why is he doing that? I think he just got loose. I wasn't looking at him, but it's kind of loose behavior. I could have sworn this guy just came in from the
42.911. .099. Car outside. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. 42.745. Still there, hold your line. Keep low. Outside, clear. Car inside. Still there. Still there at the bottom. Clear. .129. Got 10 laps to go. Car outside. Still there. Stay low. Clear outside if you want it. .98.
Ooh, that was some very subtly appreciable throttle improvement there. That was good. That was really good. And the question is, can our pal here... Hey.
43.01. .261. That car is a lap down. Outside. Clear high. 327. Point 2, 4, 3, 5 laps to go. Outside. Stay low. Keep low. Stay low. Still there. .207. Stay low. You're in the top 10. Nice work. Clear up top. Inside. Stay high, there's a car on the low side. Keep high. Clear. You've got 2 laps to go. Outside. Keep low. Clear high. 43.337.
Hopefully that guy is sufficiently rattled that he backs off a little. I think he was getting a little erratic. He's getting worried he was going to crash us out because
White
he's
flag, stay smooth.
sort of bouncing all over the place. Anyway, I couldn't see the lead to get me here, but
42.941.
it's as smooth as I can make that corner. Now it's not fast, but I'm just trying to get this baby home. And I think I done it. Oh, did I make the top 10?
All right, there's the checkered flag. Good job, very good job.
Wow. I ran a race. Did okay. Started from the back. Ended up... '10. Nice. I guess I wasn't all the way at the back there. It looks like there's some guys who started in the pits and stuff. Alright. I think I did okay, all things considered. Somehow it was a lap down to the fast boys. Oh, what do we got? All right, that was a lot of fun.